people. How are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a blessed Thursday. One more day of the work week, and hoping all goes well tomorrow. Made it through the day that I was anticipating and knew it was going to be a rough one, and it did not disappoint. It did not disappoint. Oh man, today was a day that it kind of reminded me of when I was first doing this job that I do now, and I had made the mistake of like over ordering some items, or over like double. This was pretty close to that. And mainly how I did it this week was because with the holidays, shipping schedules change. So I pretty much had to go ahead and pre-plan. So, which is what I did. And so far it's worked out. I am hoping that tomorrow will add to the trend. And so that way I can end the week on a good note, knowing that I did just enough to get what I needed in. So that's what I'm hoping for. Navigate. So today I was thinking as I was going throughout my day. One of the things that made it a little bit challenging today too was I had to cover my area, which I knew was going to be a heavy day for me, but I also had to cover an area for one of my coworkers. And so, that being said, I already knew it was going to be a busy day. Now, usually Tuesday through Thursday are usually just going to be a little bit busier than normal for me, is what I anticipate, which usually rings true. Mondays and Fridays are usually pretty, somewhat laid back, but every once in a while it'll be a little bit busier than normal. And today was that day. So anytime you're like covering an extra area that isn't, necessarily yours, you got to understand it's most likely going to be just a little bit busier than you would like. So, which it was, and I actually was looking forward to it because I was like, yep, this is what's gonna happen. This is how it's gonna be. And sure enough, it was. And we made the best of it. And it got me to thinking about something that I don't think a lot of people talk about. But mental fatigue is a thing. And sometimes when working, especially if it's a physical job or there's physical elements to it, you're gonna have those days where it's just like, man, a lot of lifting or just putting stuff away, a lot of movement. But when you combine both, mental and physical, it'll wear you down. And that is what happened to me yesterday. And I had not had one of those days in quite a long time. And yesterday was that day. And when I tell y'all, I had nothing left. I had nothing left in the tank. I did not. And I was supposed to go to the gym yesterday. Get this. I was just supposed to go to the gym to jog. And which I've been doing for, I don't know, probably about close to a month now. It wasn't going to happen. And I knew the effort wasn't even going to be there. So when they talk about listen to your body, experts, health experts, athletes, whatever, you really got to listen to it, because you can do more damage than good, which will cause setbacks. And I've definitely made some good progress as far as like my exercise routine is concerned, but I didn't want to make it worse just by, not listening to my body and trying to, what do they say, push through the pain. There's times when you can do that, but then there's other times when it's like probably not a good idea. And so I just knew it wasn't going to be a good idea or beneficial at all to go ahead and try to just push through that. So I didn't. And I felt good that I did not. As they say, I felt no ways about it. I woke up today and I was actually ready, looking forward to today, because I knew what was going to be ahead of me. So I was going to look it in the face and I was just going to push through it. So, something I was thinking about was kept trying to capture my thoughts. So, yeah, the mental fatigue, brain fog, all that stuff. I got home yesterday and I laid on my couch and I set a timer for an hour. And when I tell you, very rarely do I ever just take a nap after work. Well, here's the thing. By the time I get home after exercising and after work, it's pretty much, I gotta eat. So then, I'm still awake. I don't go to bed again until it's actually time to go to sleep. So, that was a much needed nap. It really was. And I don't regret that I took it, because I don't know what would happen if I wouldn't have. So, woke up from my nap, still feeling a little lethargic, as they say, but for the most part, I'm glad I took it. I know my brain thanked me for it. So, which actually played into today, because I think had I not taken that rest that I needed and paid attention to that mental fatigue that I had, I don't really think that I would have been as productive today as I would have been, which was probably good that I was actually mentally rested, because I ran into a problem today where I ultimately made a mistake some weeks back, which basically caught up to me today, not realizing it. And so I had to correct that, which, like, man, it's one of those things where it's like, I think you might get so caught up in your routine. And I've talked about this before, where you might miss a step, and then, which will cause you to have a setback. Well, I missed a pretty key step some time back, and I was like, when I was talking with one of the coordinators today, I was just like, oh man, I said, because we're trying to figure out where the problem would have came from. And so when they were asking me questions, I was like, you know what? I said, that one's going to be on me. I was like, because I made the mistake and I messed up. So what do I need to do to correct it? What can I do to fix it for now? And so, the communication was there, and don't be afraid to own up to mistakes. You're going to make them. You're human. The important thing is basically not to try to make the same mistake, especially if it's like something that could really be costly, So, which in this case, it kind of was. So, but was able to fix it before it got too bad. And so going forward, I know, this particular thing, I won't make that mistake again. So, I was glad that I had the mental strength to deal with that situation and handle it as properly and best that I could, and you know, was happy. The coordinator was happy with the results that I was able to produce after that. So yeah, well, that's all I got for now. I'm going to go to the gym and get a quick little workout in. Nothing too strenuous. I think I'll just pick up my strenuous workouts tomorrow, and yeah, I'm going to hit it Saturday too, along with the Stairmaster. So, but hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and looking forward to fantastic Friday. But before that, got to get through Throwdown Thursday. So until the next one,